Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today I'm going to talk about my new UK stock that I've started buying over the last 2 weeks, which is this Hotel Chocolat. And it's a very interesting one, mainly because of the point of view is that when I first heard this company, and I knew it because it's obviously one that you see on the high street quite often, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to buy a high street company that is going to get absolutely slaughtered in the next few years like Hotel Chocolat. And I thought, you know what, let's just do a little bit of research into it. And the more I did some research into it, I was like, actually, this is a pretty good company. So yeah, I probably like my first reaction was very similar to a lot of you guys, which is like, no way am I touching this company. But yeah, when you get into it, there's a lot of really good stuff going on with this company. And I thought, you know what, this is a company that I probably will never put as like a biggest position in my portfolio, but sure, in the next 2 to 5 years, do I see this company doing really good things? 100%, and that's why I bought a little position in this one, and I'll probably continue to add into this one if I can while it stays around these prices, or even better if it does go a little bit lower. And as well as that, I always want to be buying something in my UK portfolio. I mean, at the moment, you know, the tech side of like the US has been more attractive, and that's why I've been talking about them more often, and that's why I've been buying them more often, because you know, when something's, you know, selling off, that's where I'm starting buying, and that's what I'm talking about. You know, I never really go on to talk about what's been doing well. You know, like there's been no videos on Greg's recently, there's been no videos on Hollywood Bowl or anything like that recently, because they've just gone up and up and up. Whereas whatever is I'm talking about is normally what's going down, and that's, you know, the ones that you're going to make money on next. So yeah. I've not really talked too much about UK stocks because UK stocks have just been going up steadily in the background. But I want to keep buying something, and one that I started buying a few weeks ago was S4 Capital. But even that now is starting to recover and starting to go up, and I've kind of halted buying that one at the moment because it's been on such a good run. But yeah, I've kind of stepped away from this one, and hopefully I'm going to add this one in. And you know, if any of you guys have any good UK stocks that you're buying, let me know in the comment section, because I'm always looking for, you know, new stocks to look at. So let me know if there's any you're potentially looking at. But this is definitely one that I'm looking at the moment. And same on the US stocks. You know, if you do ever have anything, do let me know, because I'm always on the lookout for a few companies, and let me know what videos you'd like to see as well. I might do a video on Palantir. I might cover Gang's earnings. I've covered it on the Patreon actually, the private group, but you know, I might make a video about it as well. But yeah, we'll get on to talk about this new stock that I've started buying. But if you don't know when I'm buying and selling companies, make sure to join the Patreon. The link is in the description. And if you do want to start buying some shares, there's a link to a free trade account. You open up an account through that link, you also get a free share as well, which is pretty good. But what we'll do is we'll take a look at Hotel Chocolat, and I'll show you the things that I do like with this company. So we're going to use the screen recording today again, guys, so I hope this is all okay. But yeah, just on the point of the S4 Capital shares going up absolutely crazy, you know, this is one that I've been saying that I've been buying heavy. It's now my biggest UK position, but like literally the last month, it was such a good month, March. I mean, look at that, 20% up in a month. It was absolutely crazy. So congrats if you started buying in that one. But yeah, I needed a new company to buy on the UK front, and at the moment, this is the one that I like, Hotel Chocolat. Currently £3.80. The ticker symbol is HOTC. It is a smaller market cap here, as you can see, 500 million, and you can tell like there's not much volatility kind of going on. You know, there's not many shares traded during the day. But if we just go on to the 6-month chart, you can see it kind of peaked out around December time, and yeah, it's been on a little bit of a downtrend. Ideally, I should have really been nibbling some shares in February. That's when this stock I kind of caught my eye a little bit, and I should have probably bought there. But at the time I was like, oh, S4 Capital. So you can't blame me too much. But still, it's on a little bit of a discount from them sort of highs anyway, and even on a little bit of a dip at the moment, only 3%. But if we go further out, and you can have a look, like at the moment the company's really been kicking on since like 2017, and you can see that the share price has done quite nice, and then obviously we had the little CV drop off down here, where previously it was nearly a £5 stock, and then it sold off 33%, and it has had a little bit of recovery since the CV, like many stocks have really. I mean, it says something if your stock hasn't had some sort of bounce since the CV situation, I guess. You can see here the CEO is Angus Tyrwell. He's been there since 2004. The company was founded in 1987, and it got 170 locations as August 2019. Now, first of all, we'll just flick across to the website first. Now, like I say, I was kind of like, I knew the company as like the high street brand, and I was like, I don't think I'll be that much interested in it. But just wait until we get into the financials, and it'll kind of change it. I just want to show you the actual website. So this is the products. The products are really liked. They're actually in demand. I actually use the products. I have one of the big things I like to use is I have one of these, the Velvetizers. I got it as a Christmas present, and I was like, oh, that's neat. I don't know if I use it all the time, but honestly, it's changed my life. Like, I keep getting I'm on subscription for this salted caramel, and as you can tell, like, they're a little pricey, but I mean, look at the reviews. It's like nearly 5 stars on the review side of it. And I tell you what, like, it is amazing. I'm a big fan of these. So yeah, I have one of them, the Velvetizers, and they're absolutely. I'm trying. Hey, look at that! It looks like it can hear me. You can get £20 off a Velvetizer. I'll reveal the code, and then maybe one of you guys can use it and help out them Hotel Chocolate shares. But yeah. That's what I have, and literally they are absolutely amazing. I'll try click on the Velvetizer right now so you can have a look. So there you go, £100, and you get like this set with them. You get some tasting kits as well. I think the copper one is the one that I have, but yeah, they're absolutely amazing. So that's one thing that I use the brand myself. I think it's absolutely amazing, this hot chocolate they do have. But you know, like, you got alcohol, you got the subscription side of it, corporate gifts, obviously Easter eggs, we've got Easter coming up, you know, loads of gift ideas, and obviously chocolate, you know, loads of different sort of chocolates that they sell. So yeah, very diverse in the chocolate industry they're in, and me as myself, I love the products, and also you can tell that they're also very well liked as well. Now, one of the big things obviously is I went, right, we'll get on to the business side of it now, when, you know, I do like the company and the products, but I thought, you know what, so what if I like products? Like, that doesn't make it an amazing investment. Sure, you know, you can tell, like, there's demand there, people do like it, but, you know, a big thing to me was like, I don't want to get involved in a high street company. High street company, they're just going to get slaughtered in the next kind of, obviously, I think there might be a little bit of a boom in the short term because of the high street coming back, but I think in the long term, you know, everything's moving on to online sales, and I'm sure, like, the CV situation might have increased that, but when you get stuck into the actual financial side of the Hotel Chocolate, it's amazing. So what they actually did is they grew their online side of the business a huge amount, that much that it didn't even really affect the financial performance of it. So you think a company that is like high street based actually put in financials that were better in a CV situation because its online sales were that good, and it was like, it's absolutely crazy. So you can see this is the interim results that they brought out recently, which is revenue up 11%, EBITDA up, profit before tax was up, and this is half the year financials, but I'll show you the 2019 as well. Strong balance sheet, we'll go on the balance sheet in a second. Earnings per share right there, and strong sales growth reflecting growing brand's appeal in the UK. We know they dominate the UK so much, but one thing that's really big on this company is their USA growth and Japan growth. I'm going to show you that in a second. Mind-blowing how good it is. So this company has now got to the point where it's like, okay, we're actually maxed out in the UK, let's expand international. And the first 2 countries they've chosen to go down are US and Japan. And I think when they choose more and more companies to go down, or more countries, so to say, not companies, when they go more and more countries, I think the sales will just increase and increase. So yeah, I think I like where they're going, and they're now going international. And when I show you the international growth, it's just crazy. So UK sales grew by 12%, really good, by increased multi-channel flexibility, with online growth more than offsetting reduction in physical retail stores caused by closures during lockdown and Tier 4 restrictions. There you go. UK sales 12% growth, and outperformed the store sales because of the lockdown. I think that's so impressive for a company to do that. I have no words that can describe that. UK customer database. So this is the people that are on like the UK. So basically, when you buy something, you can get like the email list and the regular email. Yeah, I'm actually on that list. Grew by 38%. US customer database grew by 170%. And check this one out. Japan customer database grew by 900%. The Japan growth is just absolutely nuts. 41% of the UK sales in the period from direct customers, digital online sales. So I think that's great that half the sales are now made by online sales. You imagine when we do get the high street back, what that's going to do for the company. You know, it's like an online company now, as well as being an online company. You add in like the actual physical stores again. Sure, you know, there might be a little bit of a drop off, but the main thing is online, having the stores on the high street. So you now have a company that's very successful online with the high street stores. I think it's a great combination. So I think that will do very well from that point of view. And subscription. So I like how they've got subscription models. Like I say, you know, if I wanted to get for the Velvetizer, I don't know where the actual page is. So refill subscriptions, you know, they keep sending you for the Velvetizer, you every month, you know, you subscribed and you get these chocolates, or you can get different ones, you know, like the inventing room, and these are coming really popular as well. So everything from that point of view is going pretty good. Digital led growth in US sales grew 22%, really good growth. Japan sales customers grew 228%, which is really good as well. So yeah, everything like that, I think it's just, you know, you can see, I think I don't need to spend too much more time on there, apart from that you can see, you know, how well the UK growth is, the online growth is, and how good, attractive at the moment that Japan and the US growth is. I think is absolutely phenomenal. Now, if I do go further down the numbers here, you can see revenue 2019, 91 million, 2020 in the CV period where you're a high street stores, 101 revenue. You look at the profit and loss before tax, 15 million, 14 million. Just pretty good numbers from that point of view as well. So yeah, I think that to be a high street stores and outperforming is just pretty impressive. There's also some news here, which will basically longer information about the UK side of it, more about the Japan side of it here if you do want to give it a read. But like I say, you know, if you do want to give this a read, just flick onto the website and go on the investor relations, and you'll be able to pick all this up, and you'll be able to have a complete read through yourself. But I think it's just really, really impressive numbers that they've been able to do through all of that. So what we'll do now is we'll go through the Simply Wall Street site, and we'll go through some of the numbers here. And what you'll see here is the revenue growth is steadily going to increase. I think there's a good chance they'll be able to outperform these numbers slightly, especially on that profit side of it. I think that, you know, on the earnings side of it, you know, they did 13 million in 2019, 10 million in 2018. For them to predict, you know, 8 million, or should I say 3 million profit at the end of this year, I think Simple Wall Street do have the numbers totally wrong here. I think they're even going to be better than these numbers that they're predicting right here. But you can see historically, the company's always been growing revenue. The company's always been growing profit, which I think is always a positive sign. So yeah, very healthy on the financial side of it, and I think it'll outperform. Balance sheet wise, you can see here, very good balance sheet, 0% debt to equity, which is really good. Very healthy on the cash side of it. Got 46 million in cash, you know, 500 million market cap. So very healthy on the cash side of it. Did used to pay a little bit of a dividend. Don't know if it'll come back to paying a dividend. We'll see. But yeah, that's something I guess you could bear in mind. And then on the insider front of it, you can see here, the co-founder owns 29% of the company, which I think is I always think it's great to have a co-founder led company. And as well as having a co-founder led company, I always like when insiders have a big stake, because it's like, oh, they've got a lot of confidence to hold this company. So yeah, I think that's always a really positive sign. There is a insider sell there, but you can see it's an individual. So yeah, I think that's another positive. You know, when you've got here co-founder 29% ownership, another co-founder 29% ownership. I think that's a really positive sign. So you know, it's in their best. They've got a lot of wealth tied up in here, so it's in their best interest to make sure this company does perform very well. So yeah, overall, I think there's a lot of positive things to like here. Obviously, I think, you know, when the high street sales come back, it'll do even better. The international growth is just insane at the moment, and the numbers have pulled down for them online growth in a lockdown scenario for a high street based company. Really good. And I think management team as well, credit to them, always reinventing with new products, especially like that Velvetizer. and also really good to see them have such a good holding as well. So yeah, that's my little new UK stock. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I changed some of you guys' opinions. Maybe some of you guys came in this video going, I'm not buying a high street stock, and then went, oh, it's not too bad actually. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it anyway, guys. Smash the like button if you did. If you're new, subscribe, that'd be absolutely amazing, and I'll catch you on the next video.